But we're going to talk about Ben Affleck in a brand new movie now, and this movie is really good. It's called The Tender Bar, and you can catch it on Amazon this week, Amazon Prime.
Okay.
And it's directed by George Clooney. How about that?
No way.
Yeah.
Well, I like it even more now.
And we're going to introduce you to young Daniel Ranieri also. Check it out.
Hey, whose kid is that?
My sister's.
Which sister? The hot one or the crazy one?
What, do you want to die?
Ben Affleck stars in the coming-of-age film The Tender Bar. Thanks to a little advice from Ben, Daniel Ranieri helps make this unlikely buddy picture one of the year's best.
I like to read.
You read enough of those? Maybe. You could become a writer. One more thing, very important. Never hit a woman, even if she stabs you with scissors.
Best advice was just act. Like, don't pretend like you're, don't make like you're acting, pretend like it's a real conversation. Don't be like monotone, don't put your voice low. You have to
I guess
actually
15 movies in a monotone before I
You
figure
gotta-
that out.
I'll take care of you. Teach you the male sciences.
Flashing back, Ben thinks of his own father.
I mean, in some ways, my own father was a bartender. My father was a guy who had this community of people in a bar. Also, was really cared about, and still does, about language and literature and writing, and was a self-educated guy. And so that was really easy for me to think of, but I saw it from the different side this time. Like, here I am, the father, figure to this young guy, and it made me wonder and see my own father differently and what it was that he was thinking about, and reflect on, how really, really important it is for children to have somebody to look up to believe in, to tell us that we're loved, that we're good enough, that we're going to be okay. And
The Tender Bar is directed by George Clooney.
this business is so competitive and so difficult, and there's no 10-year seniority. It can go away. Everyone's very mindful of the ephemeral nature of it, and for an actor and director to be as generous and giving and supportive as George is a really actually remarkable thing, and to have the capacity to do so in a meaningful way that makes your work better is. I was like, George, can you just come with me and be my acting coach? And, it was a joy to work with him, and Daniel made it so easy because he's so real.
And the future, watching young Daniel Ranieri, should be interesting.
Thank you.
You won't live long enough, but don't worry about it.
Precious. Oh, is he cute? He's gonna make it big, that's for sure.
Yeah, I tell you, that little kid was great. And Ben's so funny. It's like, I can't wait to see the rest of this young kid's career. He goes, hey, don't worry about it. You'll be dead before then. He's got that kind of humor, gallow humor, I guess is what you call it. But, he's a smart guy. You can tell from how he talks. He's got that old-time Boston barroom philosophy thing going on. You can see it happening in his head.
I would like to see you two sit down and just have a conversation about life. That would be an interesting
I had breakfast
combo.
with him in New York City before, just when he did Argo. And they were out, sort of trying to get people to think about voting for him, Best Picture, Best Director. And I had breakfast with him, me and three other guys. And I tell you, it was just a blast. It was just like hanging out with one of your good buddies. I mean, you could see how he is.
Down to earth.
Yeah.
Never really let the fame get to him.
Yeah, really good guy. And like I said, he started as a kid. I didn't realize that, after talking to him a little bit.
I think so many people think they started with the whole Good Will Hunting script. And
really good film. You can see it on Amazon Prime, and I think you get a big kick out of it. It's got a really good cast. It's hard to understand the film from just seeing the clips and talking to Ben right there, but take my word for it. It's one of the year's best.
That's what you've been saying, so I want to make sure
It's really good. It's
and I can watch it from home.
heartfelt.